December 8, 2023. I decided to take a little break from my life and visit my hometown for a change. Now, I've never stayed on my own in Pakistan, so this was scary. But that's why I wanted to do it. I hadn't done something out of my comfort zone in a while. For context though, I booked a one-way ticket to Lahore in summer after going through a rough patch. That was 4 months ago, and now it was time I visited another city. I'm literally just looking for a toilet because a girl needs to pee and I can't find it. It's weird, and there's so much noise over here as well. So I've checked in now, and although I'm not a huge fan of the room, I'm going to show you what it looks like on the outside, and it just feels so pretty, especially because I've never really looked at a nice side of Pindi, because Pindi is very old India, Pakistan type of a place, right? And I don't know, I know I should feel bad about gentrification, but it looks so nice. I'm going to show you guys. Guys, so for the agenda now is that I am gonna go to a restaurant, so I need to find a restaurant, and I'm also gonna take a journal with me because I just want to go and jot down whatever comes into my brain and like deal with any negative emotions, because I know for a fact that I have so many that I haven't dealt with since July. Enough chit chatting. I'm gonna see if I want to wear something else or like at least do something with my hair, because this has been a mess. And we are gonna go. So guys, I've gotten ready and the view looks really nice from here. So today I have no plans. Tomorrow I'm meeting with 2 friends, and then the day after I'm gonna meet 1 friend. So one of my plans from tomorrow got cancelled because I posted a video of the place I'm staying in, and the person I was supposed to meet, they just texted me and they're like, you're right in front of my house. So I'm gonna meet them today instead. Even though they know like I film, I'm just not gonna take the camera with me. Hey guys, so I came in and it was nice. I had so much fun, but I also ate a lot, and now I'm tired. I'm very sleepy. Anyways, what we did outside, so we went on a little drive, we had some steaks, we ended up also getting some dessert. I don't want to sleep yet because I'm finally having my me time after so long, but I'm also tired. So guys, I've changed and I was just gonna go to sleep, but I don't know, I'm getting a really heavy feeling in my chest, and I know what feeling this is, and I hate this feeling because it's loneliness. And it's weird because it's not like I'm a loner and I don't have any friends. Like, I literally met a friend today and I'm going to meet another friend tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to meet 2 friends tomorrow, and then the day after I'm also going to meet a friend. Even apart from that, I have like 3-4 friends that I have to meet, but I just don't have the time to. So I don't know why I'm feeling this way. It's funny because I feel like you can definitely feel lonely when you're alone, right? Like I am right now. But you can also feel it with other people, if that makes sense. But I'm also grateful that I'm here in a different city and I'm crying in a different city, because crying is good for you. And once all my cortisol is released, I'm gonna feel so much better, and I'm gonna feel so much clearer on how I feel and what steps I need to take for my life. But until then, I have to cry it out, so I guess I'm gonna do that. Morning guys, I literally just woke up. I'm gonna go have some breakfast. Then I'm gonna come back and change and get ready. December 9, 2023. I believe having a good day is a conscious choice we get to make. Sometimes things happen that we can't control, but more often than not, it is us who are in control of our mood. Nothing gets me in a better mood than playing some good music while getting ready. It really triggers my main character syndrome. That's why I always start my day dancing whenever I decide not to let anything ruin my day. On the agenda today was to spend some quality time with my best friend and spend the rest of the day journaling. Guys, so I've done my makeup and now I'm gonna pack my bag that I'm gonna take with me. It's gonna be a tote bag, only because I am trying to take my books and stuff with me, and I need to check with my best friend when she actually wants to meet and where. I find journaling useful to help me figure out what exactly is bothering me and for me to look back later on to see my progress. I have been journaling for 5 years now, and my journal contains everything. My affirmations, thoughts, feelings, goals, any rough planning, lyrics or quotes that I really like, to-do lists, new ideas, and even cute things that I find and more. For dinner, I actually ended up meeting another friend at a pizza place, and we sang along to Taylor Swift songs on the drive back, which made the day even more memorable. Guys, so I just got back to the hotel, like literally just now. I haven't even taken my shoes off. So today was very productive. I met one friend and I met my other friend from yesterday as well at night, just before I came, right? And during the day I just literally sat down, wrote down all of my feelings, and I think now I feel so much lighter and I do feel a lot more clearer on certain topics, and I think I'm gonna discuss those topics with you tomorrow. But as for the plan of action, I really do want to get like a lash lift done tomorrow and a piercing, since I'm alone and I just have this energy that I can do whatever I want when I'm in a different place on my own, if that makes sense. So guys, my friend got me this peach malt, which is so good, like it literally tastes so good. This is a game changer. Okay, so the view is literally viewing. It's perfect. I love it. I do think I would be able to get like really nice pictures here tomorrow, but I feel like it's gonna be really busy because one side is like a cafe that's closed and one side is a gym. So my social anxiety would not let me do that. I literally just woke up. It's almost 12 in the evening and I feel like I've wasted a lot of my day. but I did sleep at 2 something, 3 o'clock actually. So yeah, I did sleep a lot. It's fine. So I'm gonna go take a shower now because I did sleep with my makeup on. I mean, those two things aren't really mutually exclusive, but that's fine. December 10, 2023. I spent maybe half an hour getting ready, and then I was on my way to have some brunch because I did wake up late and missed breakfast. I went to my favorite cafe in Islamabad where I had spent a good amount of time working from home this summer. This was my last day in the city and I was going to spend most of it alone, so I started journaling as soon as I was able to, preparing myself for the rest of the day. I had decided to get a piercing and a lash lift done today since being alone in a different city meant that I was feeling both bored and confident. I decided to take advantage of this paradox and finally give in to my wish of getting my piercing done that I had been afraid of for 11 years. So I decided to walk to the place that I'm going to get my lashes done at because it was literally just like 4 minutes on drive and like a 14-minute walk. And as I was walking, there were so many men, and this area is a bit empty, if that makes sense. So I've just been scared, not gonna lie. But I'm almost at the end of the road, so that's fine because it was just a lot of streets with like very few houses and like big parks, which scared me a lot. But now there's like shops and stuff, and the weather's so nice. I almost gave up. Almost. But I'm glad I didn't because after getting my ears done, I realized that most of the fear was just in my head. Yes, they hurt, but not as much as I'd anticipated. On my way home, I realized I'd forgotten my camera in my friend's car, who drove back to give it to me, so that was eventful. I just got to the hotel and I took out my mic because I thought I would share with you guys what I ended up writing in my diary for the past 2.5 days. And I just feel like a lot of these issues are problems that so many of us face in our 20s. So I would definitely make separate videos about them, or just like a big fat video, because I do want to be able to help other people out. It's just that sometimes you don't know what you're going through until someone else puts it into words, and then you're like, oh yeah, I have that issue as well. I'm gonna preface this by saying my happiness video was scripted. I do not have a script for this video. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna post this video, honestly, because I just feel like it's not my best work. But here we are, and I'm gonna start rambling. Alright, so right off the bat we have loneliness. I guess loneliness is like a really big part of everyone's 20s. You just feel like no one understands you, like everyone is so busy in their lives or like in the rat race. I think one of the reasons why we feel like this is because our friendships change in terms of dynamics. So I'll tell you what I mean by that. Only a very few people have a childhood best friend that they still hang out with every single day from their childhood to now, like to their 20s, right? So if you don't have that, you have childhood best friends, right? You meet them here and there, you have fun with them, but they know another version of you which doesn't exist anymore. And then you try to make new friends, and I think for a lot of us, our story gets so complex that it makes it hard to open up to other people. So forming genuine emotional connections it's a chore when you get to your 20s. I don't know, I feel like in your 20s you just grow into different versions of yourself every few months, so it's hard to maintain friendships, especially in this day and age when you have so much media to consume, where you can just switch up your personality very quick because of all of the resources available. And I'm not talking about just you as a person. It also happens when your friends change into different versions of themselves, and then you're left with the idea of their previous version, but like that person doesn't exist anymore. The second theme that came up a lot was love. And it's just me questioning what love would feel like, because I know that you shouldn't trust your butterflies. They're usually warning signs. And from personal experience, I've realized that that is true. But also, if I start feeling too calm around someone, I start viewing them in a platonic way. And I know this is a personal issue, but I genuinely have no clue what love would feel like, because I either lose my mind or feel nothing. And I know people that have found love and they all say they felt something and they felt good. They didn't feel the butterflies and they didn't feel nothing. So clearly I'm doing something wrong. I think it's a lot to do with the fact that I'm not good at forming emotional connections with men, if that makes sense. And then we have the third theme, which came up a lot. This is the feeling of stuckness. Like your life's not moving, if that makes sense. I think for a lot of people in their 20s, they just feel stuck. They don't feel like their life's going somewhere. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that our unis are finished. Because when you're in uni or school, you know you're progressing every year, right? But once you're out of that, you don't have anything. And even if you're working, unless you're promoted, you just feel like you're going nowhere. And I think you should have some SMART goals and complete those so that you can track your movement, I guess. On the topic of stuckness, this is not directly related to the topic, but I feel like it does have similar connotations, but I'm not able to find the purpose in my life. So like, this was a very common theme for me. I was like, okay, what is the point of life? Because I know I'm a Muslim, so my point in life should be death. That's a very cynical way of putting it, but it should be the other world, right? But then God also says we have a part to play in this world. So what is my purpose? And then I was really trying to like look for my purpose, and I just feel like there's nothing I want to like genuinely live for. It's not like I want to die, but there's nothing to live for, I guess. Like I was really feeling stuck in that sense as well, because some people find love and they're like, oh yeah, this person, I want to live for them. Some people have like monetary goals, but I genuinely have none of those. So I was like, what do I want to live for? So I sat down and I was like, you know what, I want to live for the things I enjoy. Once I figure out what things I enjoy, so my plan of action is that, okay, now I've figured out what I like, right? I'm going to create a life where I can have access to those things or do those things. And once I get to that stage, then I'll try to figure out what else I want. I feel like having a big fat goal isn't something that's attainable for everyone. Yeah, some people want to be doctors, some people want to be lawyers, or some people want to go to space. Most of us do not care about anything in the world. We do not have a family coming from us, or we do not have a good relationship with the family that we were born in, and we genuinely do not care about anything because there's no point of it, right? So yeah, for people like me who genuinely do not know what to do with their life, I've made a list of things that I enjoy myself and that I want to do to help others, or like make others feel good as well, because I think some of your life is for you, but some of your life is for others. Like I said, we're social creatures. We can't be hyper independent. One of the other things that I covered is how quickly time passes by when you're in your 20s. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that now you tend to value your joy even more. And I think it's due to the fact that it's a lot rarer when you're in your 20s, since you have so much stress going on all the time and you're just trying to survive. So if you were doing the same things that you're doing now in your everyday life in your childhood, you would probably enjoy it more, but now it's accompanied with stress. And I guess that also means that your definition of joy and happiness has changed. So when you're a kid, if somebody asks you what makes you happy, you're probably like, oh, drawing. And now that you've grown up, you're an artist and you're selling your drawings for money, you don't feel happy about drawing anymore. I could be just waffling and not making sense. So the two other things that came up for me were, one, the paradox of wanting to be known yet not being perceived. Ever since I was younger, I really wanted to be popular, and I always made friends with popular girls for this very reason. And I loved it when like people would give me attention. I just loved attention, and that was the main reason why I wanted to start social media back when I was younger. Now it's a lot more to do with my art and just being authentic and just providing value to people. But back then it was just me trying to be famous, and it was because I didn't get enough attention as a kid. I was a middle child and not just the middle child, I was like the third or the fourth middle child. So it was not good. I was attention deprived, and I think a lot of kids feel that way. So yeah, I love being known, right? Yeah, the paradox is, however, that now that I've grown up, I do not like being perceived. I do want to be known, yes, but I guess it's more to do with just fitting in. I don't want people thinking about me. I don't want to exist in other people's minds. And lastly, it's about the fact that your 20s are literally just a bunch of failures. Like, I feel like we keep failing and failing and failing, and it might just be my personal experience, but I feel like I keep trying and I keep failing, and I'm on a journey that I never reach my destination. Every time I think I've reached, my goals change or my goals go further away. When I was writing about failing, I was beating myself up, which is really bad. Like, yes, you should learn your lesson, but don't beat yourself up. But anyways, I was just like, yeah, consistency is very important, and you're consistent in failing. Like, this is literally what I'm writing, right? And then I'm like, okay, but if I'm consistently failing, that also means I'm consistently trying. You can't fail at something if you're not trying. And it just was a very positive thought that I had, because that means that even though I'm stuck, there's momentum. Like, things are moving. They might not be going in a specific direction as of right now, but they're going somewhere, which means sooner or later they would find a direction. My weekend is ending and I'm so sad, but it was such a good time that I had here, and I do believe that this really helped me improve my mental health, or like reset my burnout, if that makes sense. But I have to go back now, so I'm gonna go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video or found it of some value. If it made you feel happy, feel good, feel relatable, anything, make sure to leave me a thumbs up or let me know. Bye guys.